Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. Welcome back to the pupils of reception at Madrasa Kashiful Ulum Al-Huda. I hope you have all enjoyed a good break and you are back energized and fresh and ready to go again. But before I begin, I would just like to say to one particular student, yes, Ariane, I am cool. And you know why I am cool? Because the students I teach are cool. So then doesn't that make the teacher cool if the students are cool? Anyway, Ariane thinks Molisab reckons he's cool because he says Ghoin. But mashallah, it's good anyway. So I hope the children are understanding that there are different shapes and different forms of the letters. So you have the letters when they come standing alone. There are certain words which only have one kind of a form when it's coming on its own, and then there are some letters which have two forms when they are standing alone, like ha, ha, jim, ain, ain. When we go over the identity map, you will understand letter ya standing alone has three different shapes. Today we are going to look at some word diagrams, and as you can see from the word diagrams, the picture isn't brilliant, but the middle letter has been sort of colored. I believe it's like a green. Okay, so the first letter, as you can see, children, this letter on top, do not confuse it with letter Ra. Why can it not be a Ra? Hands up if you know the answer. Can that be a letter Ra? If you remember one important point about letter R, then you will know this can never be letter R under any circumstances. Right? Why can this not be a letter R? Go on, Mr. Cool Ariane. Why can't this not be a letter R? Zayan, Ariane, Zainab, anybody? Because letter R will never join onto another letter. You will have a letter R, and you can have a letter joining before letter R, and that's providing it's coming at the end of a word, but you will never find letter R joined onto a letter. So this cannot be a Ra. So what else can it be? It's a letter Lam. Can't be Ra, can't be a Za, because there's no dot, and Za is exactly the same. Ra and Za, they are naughty letters. What are they? Naughty letters. They will never join onto another letter. Yes, if you had letter Ra at the end of a word, you could join a letter before it, as this will be demonstrated through examples. So this is a Lam, Ha, and Qaf. What letter is it? Lam, Ha, and Qaf. So this is letter Ha when it's coming joined in the middle of a word. Letter Lam is at the beginning when it's joined. So you could have and as you can see in this example, how many letters do we have? 1, 2, and 3. Do you understand? There are 3 examples in that word. So it's letter Lam, Ha, and Qaf. Okay? Moving on to, and as you can see here, can you see? This letter over here is joining on, and then this is the middle letter which is joined, and that's the Ha and that's the Qaf, and when you separate them they look like this. So we've done this. We've been introduced to Lam when it is joined and it comes at the beginning, joined with maybe 1 letter or 2 letter. When it comes joined, but it is coming joined at the beginning of joined letters. Okay, you have this Ha in the middle and this Qaf at the end. So this is how a Qaf will look when it comes at the end of a word but joined. So you could have 1 letter joined at the beginning, and then after that letter at the beginning you could have either a second letter joined and even a third letter joined, and sometimes you can have even, and as you will see from the advanced words, you can have up to 7, 8, 9 letters in one word. Let's look at this letter here. The first letter is Lam, and then Ain, Jim, and then Lam again. Let's look at the breakup. Look, Lam, as you can see my cursor, Lam, And then you got the ain here. We did this ain there, and so that's the ain, that's the jim, and this is the lam. Let's look at them individually. Lam, ain, jim, lam. Do you understand, children? Now let's look at the next word. Remember I pointed out to you, whenever you see a single dot, you see what's around you. So as you can see, this dot over here, what's on top? Remember the upside down tick? If you've got an upside down tick and it's got a dot, this dot over here belongs to this tick on where my arrow is pointing, right? So if there is a dot underneath that tick, but because we can't put the dot there, they have placed it over here. What letter is that going to be? Can you see here, when they've broken it down, there's the tick, there's the tick. So what's this letter with the dot underneath? It's a ba. Okay, children, that is a letter ba. And then which letter is coming after ba? It's letter ha. Can you see here? So that dot and the ba has been done. Now we're moving to the second one. Can you see the shape? That's a ha. And what's it moving on to? Mim and dal. Ba, ha, mim and dal. Can you see? Ba, ha, mim and dal. That's a mim. And then we've got letter dal. So ba coming at the beginning. So this is, you can see ba can come in this form when it's joining onto another letter, and the ba is going to be the first letter being joined. So this is first letter, join letter 1, 2, 3 and 4, right? Let's look at more examples. We've got sin, ha and ra. Let's see when we break it down. That's letter sin joining letter ha. Can you see when it's in the middle? Can you see where it joins? Sin, ha and ra. Sin, ha and ra. What's this letter? We'll look where the dot is. If the dot was underneath in the middle, then that would be a different letter. And something I pointed out last time when we were doing in the lesson, you need to see where the dot is. That dot is coming at the tip of this shape. So it can't be a jim, because this dot, if this letter here was a jim, if this was a jim, then that dot here would be coming right underneath the letter over here. Okay, and you will see with examples going forward. Similarly, in this example, we have got the dot, but see where the dot is placed. Can you see? That dot is right underneath the upside down tick, so it's ba. And then when you see the next letter, it's the shape of a ha, but there's another dot there. See, when you separate this tick and the dot, see where that dot is? It's on top. So when you've got the shape of a ha with the dot on top, which letter is it? Ha. So ba, ha, and this last letter you all know, sin. What is it? Sin. Okay, now let's move on to this next letter. What is this letter? What letter is it? Alif, lam, lam, and ha. Do you understand? So alif, lam, then a lam in the middle, and then ha. So how many lam does Allah have? There's 2 lams. Allah. Do you understand, children? Alif, lam, lam, and ha. As it's written down here. Alif, lam, lam, and ha. So when lam comes joined, it looks like this. When lam is in the middle, when you say it's joined in the middle, that means there's a letter before it and also a letter after it. So that's alif, lam, lam, and ha. Let's look at the next word. Over here, what letter is this? This is simple. The tick with the dot on top. Noon. And then the shape of a ha with the dot on top. Kha. So noon, kha, and lam. Let's see it broken up. Noon, kha, lam. Let's look at more examples. See, that's one way of writing noon when it's coming at the beginning joined. It's joined, but it's at the beginning of joined letters. Let's look at another example. Look, noon, noon, ba, and yeah, let's look at the breakup from noon. Ba, we did this, didn't we? Ba can come in different shape and forms when it's coming joined in the middle, just like the noon can come in different shape and form when it's coming joined at the beginning of joined letters. And the last letter is ya, noon, ba, ya, the word nabi. Let's look at the next word. Remember, the letter is coming on its own. It can't join with the letter. This letter over here will never join with this meme. So that makes this letter, which letter is this? Ra. Because the ra is a naughty letter. It cannot join with another letter. So ra, and then meme, and then this last letter, ya. Let's look at the breakup form. Ra, meme, and ya. Let's do some more examples. Now look at this here. Which letter is it? Two dots on top. Ta. So look at this. This is another shape of ta when it's joined. Remember, if we took this dot off, it'd be a noon. If we took the two dots and put them underneath the letter, it'd become a ya. And if we took one dot and to put it underneath and erase the two dots, it'd become a ba. But over here is two dots on top, so ta, and then meme, and then ta. So this is how ta can look like when it's coming joined at the end. So ta joined at the beginning has this shape, and then it's got a meme, and it's got a ta. So this is the shape of a meme when it's coming joined. There are multiple shapes of ta when it comes joined at the beginning. Multiple shapes of meme when it's coming joined in the middle. This is one of them. When you go through the identity mark and the whole breakdown, we will learn. This is the example of which letter is this? Where my arrow is pointing over here. Ha, and then jim, ta. Ha, jim, ta. Break up the word ha, jim, ta. The round ta, the new type of ta which we were introduced to. Qaf, sin, mim, ta. Qaf, sin, mim, and ta. When you break it up, you realize, look, this is how qaf can be written when it's joined and it comes at the front. It's the very first joined letter, the second joined letter, the third joined letter. So anything in between, so this is the first one and it's the last one, anything between is called the middle letters. So we've got two letters in the middle coming. So if there's a letter before it and if there's a letter again before it, it's going to be classed as a joined letter in the middle. So sin has got a letter before it, mim has also got a letter after it. It's not the last letter, so these are classed as the middle letters. Qaf, sin, mim, and ta. Well done. Zain, are you listening? Alia, Zain, Zayan, Aryan, Muhammad. What letter is this? Muhammad Amin. What is this? Come on, let's work this letter out. Look, upside down tick with a dot on top is noon. See where the letter is, and then they're breaking the letter with a different color. So where the new color starts, you know that's where the first letter ends. So it's the upside down tick, noon, and then jim, and then this letter at the end, alif. Right? That's the only time you will see alif joined. It will come with at the end of a word. Or after alif is joined, nothing else can be joined with it after it. It's just not going to happen. If you wanted to put another letter here, it come on its own. Do you understand? Noon, jim, alif. Look at the breakdown. Can you see this letter, Muhammad Amin? Noon, jim, and alif. Well done. Come on. Yunus, work this out for me. Meme, and then, look, there's a single dot on top. Noon, what's this here? Like a V shape. We've done this shape here. Ha, and meme, small ha. Meme, noon, ha, and meme. Let's look at the breakdown. Meme, noon, ha, and meme. You have been introduced to how ha can look like when it's coming joined. Remember this Pringle mustache, noon there. Meme, noon, ha, and meme. So all of you say meme, noon, ha, and mim. And then the last example, can you see what letter is this? Coming on its own, alif, then the next letter join, bod, and then this one, ha, and then this one, kaf. Let's see the breakup method, the word broken up, alif, bod, ha, and kaf. Well done. Can you see? These are just some word examples of the letters we have been covering. Remember, parents, just to recap, that there are letters which come in a standalone position, that they will not join with when they don't or not when the letters are not joining onto another letter. You will find there will be a whole identity map explaining that how each letter can be written. So they will go through every single letter and all the possible forms and shapes they can take up when they come joined at the beginning, in the middle, or at the end, or they are coming standing alone without being joined with the letter before and after. How will the letter look? Just like over here, as you can see, letter Ra, it's not joining. That's the standalone shape of Ra. Every letter has a standalone shape. Some letters have two standalone shapes. Some letters, well, there's only one letter, which is Ra, which has actual three standalone shapes. So inshallah, go through these word diagrams, and Abba will inshallah connect with you over Teams, and we will be able to see how you are progressing. Inshallah, I will also go over the dua of eating with the children. So inshallah, we will practice the dua of eating as well. So the dua of eating, as you can see here, Bismillahi. Pray after me, children. Bismillahi. Let's see if we can recognize the letters. Ba, Sin, Mim, Alif, Lam, Ha. Bismillahi. Bismillahi. Repeat after me. Bismillahi. Remember, don't say bisa. Bismillahi. Lam of Allah, and then he. Don't stretch the he sound. Bismillahi. After me again. 1, 2, 3. Bismillahi. Well done. And what's this? Wow, ba, ra, kaf. What letter? Ta. This letter? Alif, lam, and ha. Just recognize the letters. Ignore all the other strokes you can see over here. Wa barakatillah. Wa barakatillah. All of you say. Yeah, well done. Wa barakatillah. Mali Sahib is going to say from there till there. You need to copy the sound exactly the same. Bismillahi wa barakatillah. Bismillahi wa barakatillah. Say 1, 2, 3. Bismillahi wa barakatillah. So this is the dua you will also practice. So inshallah, your parents will help you. Whenever you learn a dua, when you open your dua kitab, you must make sure and see if you can recognize the letters. Look, this is ba, sin, mim, alif, lam, ha, wow, ba, ra, kaf, ta, alif, lam, and ha. Well done. So inshallah, you will practice this. Bismillahi. Say wa barakatillah. Say. Well done. Make sure you practice and say bis sound and don't say bisa. Make this don't say bisa sound. Say bis and then bismillahi. Make sure the ha sound is clear. Bismillahi وبركة الله. Okay, and Bismillah wa barakatillah. If you're going to carry on, but you can stop there by saying wa barakatillah. So that's all, folks. Inshallah, I will see you tomorrow. Make sure you continue behaving and keep making effort. Appa will connect with you over Microsoft Teams and she will listen to you as well. So for now, inshallah, we will love you and leave you. Subhanallah wa bihamdihi. Subhanakallahumma wa bihamdik. Nashhadu an la ilaha illa ant. Nastaghfiruka wa natubu ilayk.